Hopefully. I'm not loving this angle, but this is what we got. Oh my gosh. It's getting close now. Crafty Chicks cruise is happening in a few days, and I need to I lose a day here in preparation because we're getting this big winter storm and I need to leave early. Eek, I can't believe it. So anyway, what I thought I would do today, this is my gratitude journal entry that we did yesterday. So I just thought I'd show you a really sweet entry from yesterday. For those who are Craft Therapy Club members would have seen that. We gratitude journal every single Sunday. And this is a new book for this year. So anyway, that's what that is. I usually just leave it on my table to dry. So that was sitting there. But I'm going to try to. I have just grabbed all of this from my bits and bobs. Like, you know, when I have leftover papers from a project, it just kind of goes in a basket. So they're mismatched, they're a variety of sizes. But what I thought I would do is try to make one or two small journals for giveaway. So on the cruise. Since we're going to be hanging out together, because I really don't have another project going at this point. So let's just work on this while we chat. Hello. I'm Grace from the Comfy Nest with Grace. Hi, Rusty. Hey, Deb. How are you? There's a couple of Debs here. Oh, thanks, Debbie Hudson. She said, what a beautiful journal. Why, thank you. Are any of the cruise goers here? Or any of you like to cruise? Like, are you cruisers? I love cruising. All right, this is 10.5 inches. So let's cut it 5 1/4. I was just seeing how much. Maybe I can get 2 little books out of this. Oh, they're too tiny. They're too tiny. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll be cute. Cute little door prize. The thing with a cruise is you got to pack light. And I am bringing all these door prizes and giveies and all our crafting supplies because it's a craft cruise. So I'm not packing light. I haven't even packed my clothes yet. But I got a lot of extra stuff with me. Good morning, Carol. How are you? Deb says, I've been on one cruise in my lifetime. Did you like it? You know, some people aren't, they're just not into it. Some people just don't like cruises. And some people like me, we just love them. I think it's like the best, most economical way to take an all-inclusive vacation. Truthfully. Is this the same size? Get out of town. Look at that. They're about the same size. You know what I could do to make this easier on myself? I think I have a small cutting board. Instead of taking out that big honking thing, let's just use this little thing right here. I know it's so hard because you can't see everything in this whatnot view is just whacked out. All right, this is 5 inches. So that would give me another piece to put in this book. Yeah, so we are cruising on Saturday. We're hotel overnight on Friday. So many of us will be together on Friday night. I'm getting a cutting tool. It was so wonderful, Debbie. Where did you go? Do you remember? Was it just like in general, was it a Caribbean? Or did you go up north to Canada, like from the East Coast? What was your cruise like? I'm gonna try to make a few extra littles here just for giveies. Look at how little they are. They're so cute. All right, let's see. I have these extra pages lying around that maybe we can use as long as they kind of fit in there. This one's a little long, so let's just chop a little off. Not a biggie, not a big deal. Oh, didn't go through. I didn't push down hard enough. I have all these papers. They're already folded, but it's probably more efficient for me. If I put it in this way, I'm cutting a lot off, aren't I? Am I going to be able to get 2 out of this? Yeah, I mean, I really could. Let's cut it there. At that point, or rip it. And then we got to rip some more off this way. I am like, let's take the easy way out. I am not the one to be pulling out measuring tools and measuring to the nth degree. I do things way more roundabout. I'm just trying to get some extra pages for these books. Yep, so the Crafty Chicks cruise is here. We are leaving. I'm so excited. I got to leave early because we're having a major storm here in North Dakota, and I won't be able to. I was supposed to drive to, it's 90 miles away. The airport for me is 90 miles away. Okay, 90 miles away. My flight's at 5 in the morning, so I was going to leave the night before. That's where my sons are for college, so I was going to stay overnight with them, or him, one of them. And now it's going to storm all that day that I was supposed to leave, so I'm going to leave the day before because I am a total wimp when it comes to driving in bad weather, you guys. I can't do it. I can't bring... I might have cut that in the wrong place. We're going to see here in a minute. We're going to see. No, actually, I could still use this. I could still use it. Just gotta think it through. All right. So see what I'm doing? Like I'm putting it in there and then folding it to give myself like a little soft crease. And then I know where I need to, just about where I need to pull off the excess. Makes it really easy. Now, I'm going to get 2 out of this. Yeah, it's 90 miles to the airport that I'm coming out from. And we're going to have 50-mile-an-hour winds and 8 inches of snow on Wednesday and Thursday. So I cannot be driving in that Wednesday and Thursday. I have got to get there on Tuesday, which was not my plan. So it's a little bit more work, actually, and less time to do it for me to get there, which I'm not happy about. But what can you do? I mean, it is what it is, right? Can't do anything about it. All right, I need this. Oh my God, I don't want to cut that. It has that beautiful ring on it. I don't want to cut it. I painted some paper with my leftovers yesterday, my leftover paints from that journal. So I have these I can cut down and put in these. Let's do it. Do you guys do that with your extra paint? Do you paint papers? They make really good journal pages. They really do. All right, well, let's think about this, Gracie. If I go this way, will it fit? It's a little bit too big. It's a little bit too big, but that's okay. I'm still going to do it that way because I get lots of color that way, and I can get rid of these icky ends that I don't like. So we can do it like this. All right, now my little cutting board is too small for this piece because they're so big. We are going to pull this out, make this job easier. And I'm going to go a little bit smaller than where I indicated my little fold is there. And I'm going to go a little smaller than that. Did I get all the way through? Oh, I did. Nice job. Good morning, shopping girl. How are you? Guys, introduce yourself in the comments. Let us know who you are. If you're just stopping by for the first time, want to know who you are. If you've been here before and you're back again, welcome back. We appreciate you being here. Look at this. I'm going to get at least 2 out of this, yeah? At least 2. Let me use my little chalk pencil to mark for myself just about where I want to cut. I do it there, and then I do it there. I'm going to get like 6 pages out of this. And again, I would normally tear, but I've got lots of pages here all doubled up. So I'm just going to use my cutter because I'll be more accurate. It'll be quicker. All that jazz. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, it did go through. And then let's go here. And then, because I don't throw anything out, that'll go in my bits and bobs folder. But now I have like all these pages to dole out. making a couple of little mini journals here. And this one has some color. It's like camping stuff. So actually, let's put the yellow paper in there because it'll match pretty good. And then we'll do one of the coffee stained. And then maybe some blue, or let's do green in that one. Cute. Oh, it's still a little bit long. Look, it's coming out just a tish. Why you be doing that? Why are you going to be acting like that? Solve that real quick. Yes, we can. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's stick you under there. You got enough pages for a little mini journal. What do you got? Let's put blue in here. Bluey. Like that. Snippy snip. Nope, Gracie, don't do it like that. Yeah, so we are crafting on the cruise. We have 2 mornings while we're cruising to craft. And then all kinds of activities together. We're going to do all kinds of activities. It's going to be fun. It's going to be FUN fun. These are just a tish too big. Just off by a little bit. Let's do the other. See? Just like the tiniest little bit. No one's chatting with me this morning. So on Mondays, I do crafting chats. And then usually on Wednesday or some other day in the week, I do a sale. I just got back from, we were gone for almost a month, my husband and I. Our first year doing this. Our kids are both in college now, so we went away. We live in North Dakota. We went down to Florida for just about a month. We took the kids for the first week, and then we were alone for 2.5 weeks, and part of that was a cruise. So I just got back from a cruise, and now this cruise is the Crafty Chicks cruise, so cruising with the girls. Now, because of that, I have not been doing a lot of auctions. It's just the way it has been. But I have been keeping up with the crafting and chatting because, of course, I want to craft and get to know you guys. So, like I said, please introduce yourself if you're a new time here. Let's find a spot for that. Look, I'm going to make 3 little books this morning. Feels like this one has the fewest number of pages. Do we want to open up to green? That's pretty bold. It's pretty bold, but let's do it. All right, there we go. I'm trying to see if there are any comments. There are none. Bahamas, we left out of New York. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. I love the Bahamas, actually. Most of the cruises that I've taken have had a stop in the Bahamas. Well, let me see. I've only been on 5 or 6 cruises, but I think they actually all have stopped in the Bahamas. The Bahamas have a lot of islands. I think that's why. And then a lot of the cruise lines own their own island there where they have their own beach day excursion for the people on the cruise. So you get off on their private island and then have a day at the beach with all their amenities, which is super fun. Happy Monday. Thanks for being here, you guys. Please say hello. If you are watching in from YouTube or Facebook, hello. I'm sorry I can't see your comments. It's because I am streaming live through Whatnot, but sharing it on YouTube and Facebook. So jump on over to the Whatnot app if you want to chat with us. I would love to have you do that. All right, I need a pokey tool. Where is my little... It's my little awl. And we're just going to do... And actually, you know what would be cute? Instead of sewing these like this, why don't we, instead of that, hold on, let me see if I have some cute ribbon to tie this with, which reminds me, I needed to bring some skinny ribbon on this trip. Hold on, girls, I'm over here looking for some ribbon or jute or something that I'm comfortable tying these with. And at the same time, This hemp would be really cool. I need to look at my skinny ribbon because I was going to pack a little bit for our rubber duckies. Our rubber duckies for the cruise. So let's try to do both of these at the same time. So I have this box full of little ribbons, but actually, because these are very brown, some hemp would be good too. These things come unwound and then you're just like in trouble because there's no stopping it once it starts. We're going to make this really simple. This will be like a little mini book that they can put in their own book. Well, I'm having a hot flash, girls. My husband just said to me, I've been working with the doctor to try to get those under control. And he just said to me, he said, wow, they really seem to be getting better. I'm like, yeah, actually they are. And then the last 2 days I've been, maybe it's because I'm a little bit excited about the cruise. I don't know. Yeah, that's better. I don't know, but menopause is not for wussies. I'll tell you that much. All right, let's see about this. Let's see about this. This could be really cute. Let's do this instead of, and then you know what? They can untie it. They can add more pages. They can use these pages for other things. It'll just be super cute. I have a lot of rope here. That is so that I can make a bow and not be hindered by it. All right, I am trying to see how even am I and where do I want this tie to land. Kind of want it to land up here. I'm going to go one more. No, let's not do that. Let's do it differently, Gracie. Wait a minute, what did you just do? It's going to go right here. Waxed thread is so much easier to work with because it will hold its spot. You know, when you don't have somebody to say, here, put your finger here and hold the spot for me. So actually, see, that's really loose because I wasn't able to hold the spot. So anybody out there? Let's see, how many people are hanging out with me right now? 9. You just got 9 quiet chicks hanging out. Are you drinking coffee? Are you still in bed? Maybe you're still so sleepy. You just can't bring yourself to chat. No, typing is hard in the morning. Wouldn't it be great if I could just hear your voices? If you could just, pipe in and chat with me? Literally, like a Zoom call? Wouldn't that be fun if Whatnot had that, where we could have like basically a Zoom call on here? All right, I want you to stay there while I tie this in place. See how it's such a struggle when you're just by yourself? I'm going to use this here. It's going to let me tighten this up because I have 2, right? I have the original tie and then I have the new tie and I want to tighten it up. So I think if I do this, it's going to let me, it's going to let me wiggle it. Wiggle it just a little bit. There, much better. And actually, could put a little charm or beads on there if I wanted to. Yes, or Cheryl, you're at work. Is it busy this morning? Or is it quiet? I'm glad you're hanging out. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you commenting. Hey, Marsha. Marsha said hello. Thank you, ladies. It feels so weird to be sitting here chatting, and having no one to talk to. You do. You feel like a weirdo. It's like, who am I? There's nobody there. So thank you, Cheryl and Marsha. They're saying, come on. It just keeps slipping right out of there. There. Cute. All right. I'm going to go to the wax, back to the wax thread, because it just is so much easier to tie. And look at all the options I have for colors. This thing, look, see how it comes unraveled. What I usually do is put a rubber band around it because it will just continue to unravel. See, it's a real pain in the hoosits, as my dad used to say. So I usually like to have this kind of as a stopper up there, but it doesn't always work. And then I'm going to do this really tightly. And then in addition, take a rubber band and put it around at the end there. And then it will not unravel anymore. Okay, let's do these other two. All right, now I have choices of colors, and we can be wild if we want to. I'm going to go with this lighter green. Now I'm cold. I gotta shut that fan off. Hot then cold, hot then cold. All right, this will give me 3 more little givvies for the trip. This one, I'm still gonna tie it on the outside. And I want to find something to put on the cover so it's not so plain. All right, now I feel like Butterfingers here. But see how this comes loose? So this being in here lets me get it pretty close to tight, and then I'm going to pull this close to the spine while I'm pulling. So it's going to tighten that first rung, and now I can tighten the second one now that I have them close together. It makes it easier because you don't want it loosey-goosey. You want it kind of tight. I'll see about maybe, a bead on here would be really heavy, wouldn't it though? Because it's just a teeny tiny little book. So we better just stick to the bow. We better just stick to a cute little bow. Oops. Whoops. Marcia, you're at work listening. Aw, thank you for hanging out with me. Hold on. I've got hearts for you, but my hands need to be freed up to give you a heart. For those of you hanging out with me at work, thank you. All right, there we go. Then we have this one, and let's do a different color altogether. Let's pick a different color. I've got green and I've got this pretty purpley blue in here. Let's go with the blue. We'll have 3 different options here. These are going on the door prize table. I have, oh my gosh, you guys, we got some great donated door prizes. And I've got my own door prizes that I've added to the stash of prizes. So I have a lot of door prizes, like enough to give away at least 14 a day on the cruise. Hopefully everybody will get a door prize is my goal. And in the end, everybody will get a door prize. All right, Gracie, you're not even at all. My 2 little ropes were not even at all. My 2 sides. All right, we got that. Now, with the wax thread, actually, if I loop this around one more time, it'll hold its place much better. If I do this before I knot it, it's going to hold its place much better because the wax thread is kind of sticky. It's what makes it easy to work with, and so it doesn't fray when you're doing all this stuff. Except I can't see what I'm doing here. I grabbed the wrong thing. There we go. And I have plenty here to make a little bow. So who else is a junk journaler? Art journaling, scrapbooking, keepsaking. Tell me if you are one of those, like if you do that on a regular basis. That's what we do here at Comfy Nestlin Grace. We also do mixed media. I shouldn't say that's all we do because we have done paintings and other things. It's the husband. Hold on, girls. Hi, honey, I'm live. What's up? No, why? Forget it. What's the matter? Oh, yeah, forget it. I'm sorry. Bye. It's like you can't help me then. My son's truck isn't working right, so my husband's going to take it to the place to get fixed. Can't think of the word. This one feels loose to me still. Anyway, he said, could you go? He wanted me to go start Landon's truck. Well, I can't do that because I'm live with the girls. All right, let's find something cute to put on the front of these. And let me see. I have a book of stickers, but they're kind of wacky. Some of them are really wacky. Do you guys have these books? This antiquarian one, there are some really wacky stickers in here. There's some like really unusual stuff, but then there's some really pretty things. And since these are so small, maybe I could find something little and pretty, like a pretty little butterfly. That though, what do we do with that? Somebody tell me. What do we do with this girl? Like, what is she doing? She looks like she's half cocked, like she's drunk or something. Oh, that one's kind of pretty, but oh yeah, she'd fit too. She's the right color. She's like a fairy and she has a wand. She's a little bit big. Yeah, is the Tish too big? Aren't they? They just got the weirdest stickers in this thing sometimes. Like a bear. What's this dude doing? I mean, I use them. I mean, you can see there are some missing, so I do use them. But there are some unusuals. This, you know, maybe they do have seashells in here, so maybe I could find something ocean themed, but that other one has camping on it, so I'm not going to use camping. Let's see if the sunflower is too big. I think it looks too long. Nope, that'll work. We'll jazz it up a little. We'll just do the sunflower. On a swing. Shauna, hey, how are you? On a swing what? What's on a swing? Did you see a sticker with somebody on a swing? They're just weird. Some of these stickers are just downright weird. And some of them are great, but... And then what do I do with all these littles? Oh, here's little birdies. There's a hummingbird. That'd be ugly, man. But it is a sea themed. We are ocean themed. He's weird. I might get him on there. And then let's see. Maybe I can find some here. This one's more botany. Like, you know, more plants and fauna. Stuff like this. This one's really pretty, but I think it's... No, it's not too big. Let's do this one on the third one, and I'll find some other stuff to layer with it. Like, we're not just going to put those down. Of course not. All right, we've got a couple stickers. We're good in there. Marsha, oh my gosh, I have a sticker on the dancing girl in my journal that I was in the journal on the journey that you did with Craft Therapy Glove. Ah, Marsha, that's hilarious. Journal on a Journey. You know, Marsha, somebody just asked me, I don't remember who it was, but someone just said to me, are we going to do Journal on a Journey again in the Craft Therapy Club? What do you think, Marsha, Shauna, those of you who are here? All right, see, I can use these bits to collage. But let me also find, because it's nice to have a little bit of fabric, so even if it's just a bit of cheesecloth. I'm trying to find matching stuff. So let's work on one at a time. First of all, because it keeps popping open, let's clip it closed. You ready? Shauna, when we get back from the cruise, I think I can organize that for us. Journals on a Journey among the girls. We do this. It's basically been working out to about once a year. This might still be a little too big, but we're going to try to make it work. I've got lots of coffee stained paper here. And this one has a bit of pink on it because I know that's probably hard for you to see. Can you see that this one's kind of pinkish purple and this one's not? Because sometimes I add additional color. It's a little bit too big. Maybe like that. This, I might have to cut that down a little bit, but I'm not going to overthink this too much, girls. No, sirree, Bob, I'm not. We're just going to start putting stuff down. Crafting is not supposed to be stressful, and I'm a little bit stressed. Like, not in a bad way, but anxious, excited about the cruise, and I really got to get packing because I got to leave a day earlier than I expected. So that means tomorrow I got to leave, which means today I got to get my laundry done because there are things I want to wash so that I can bring them with me. So my whole plan has been pushed. I'm going to cut off. You know what I'm going to do? This is going to go, and I think I'm just going to cut down the white. See, it has like a really big, I don't know what you call that space, the white space. I'm going to cut it down quite a bit. I don't want to be too fussy, but I think it'll make it fit better on here if I just cut this white stuff off a little bit, the frame around it, so it's not so big. It's stuck to me. I don't like the way it looks here, so we're going to adjust this. I just said I don't want to be too fussy, and look at me fussing. Liar, liar, pants on fire. And actually, I may come in with some ink and ink these up so they're not so darn bright white. That's the only thing. I don't know why sticker makers do this. Like, just cut it to the all the way to the image. It's fussy, really fussy cutting, and I bet it just costs more money to do that because you're going to go through more blades with all those extra cuts, but it does look better. I use my Cricut Maker sometimes for scan and cut and to making stickers like this, and it works really well. It gets really tight on that image so you don't have this white border around it. All right, there. That's much better, but still, I'm not loving that. So I'm going to take a piece of paper and we're going to do a little bit of brown around it. Frayed burlap, is that the color I want? Let's try frayed burlap. If I can find, gathered twig would be nice. Let's just see if this is going to work. Same here. I love coffee stain paper too, Debbie. I do. This is just going to help, like, tone down that white a little bit. Oh, she really stuck on there. Woo-hoo-hoo, I didn't think she would. Come on, baby. Don't be messing with me. Where's my cover? Here it is. Yeah, that's much more toned down. Much better. But now I can't just get it on there. It's sticky, but I don't expect it'll stay permanently if I don't add permanent glue. So we'll add some permanent glue stick to it. Ugh, that is sticky. Sticky, sticky. I think I might want to move that up a little. Come on, I got sticker on me, paper. Let's move you up a little. Nope, I don't like it there either. Come on, Gracie. Get it together. That's better. Because I was thinking I could put a little phrase in here. Looking for my phrases. Hang tight, girls. Much better, Debbie. All right. Like this book is nice because it comes with different colors. So I flip through. It's like, which color do I like? I think I like the gold foil. This color. So let's get spread kindness. Oh, I don't need all that. Just spread kindness. We're gonna plop that on there. Mini books. I got paper on my finger that I cannot get off. It's like that permanent glue stick stuck it on there good. Where, I was thinking I'd put it here. There we go. Aw, that's cute, right? It's a little mini book. Just a little mini book. We're going to keep it clipped because it wants to keep popping open. Let's go to the next guy. Look at all this. I should really put this piece of paper next to me so I can stick it on here instead of on my desk, because then I get myself a big mess to clean up. All right, this one has more of a like soft green background as opposed to the white, so I'm kind of okay with that. Like that. And then let's just see, is there something I want to put behind it? Here's some cheesecloth that's kind of neutrally colored. Let's grab a section of this. That might be enough just to add a little dimension. I usually will add 3 things, but I think I'm going to leave it at that because then I'll add the phrase. Don't overthink, okay? Don't be overthinking it. Don't be getting yourself all wild and crazy trying to figure it out. Just go with it, all right? Look at that. Looks like a cobweb a little bit. Now we're not going to cut you down. We're going to put you right on there. You little pretty. I have extra paper hanging out with me. And then we'll find a phrase to put on here as well. You are in my way. Oh, it's so pretty. So easy, so pretty. Let's see where my phrases be at. And now we'll flip through the phrases and see if we can find one that we think will match pretty good. Mini books, like little exchanges, like a good little gift to drop into somebody. Look at, you could carry this in your purse. Are you the kind of person, like when I go around, like throughout my day, if I'm running errands or something, I have a little tiny pad of paper in my car so that if somebody tells me something that I'm like, oh man, I better not forget that. I write it down in the pad of paper and then I can either tear the page out and bring it with me into the house so I don't forget, or just leave it on my dash so I don't forget to do that thing, or if I'm supposed to pick something up or call somebody later, like whatever the thing is. All right, this one popped out at me right away. It says celebrate life. But I think I like the choose happiness phrase, and I like the color better. Nope, I don't. I'm wicked visual, you guys. I have to see it on there to believe it. The orange it would pop a little bit more. This was the one that it's kind of an orangey brown. Yeah, that works. Let's do it. Celebrate life. These things are so little. I think I want it right here. All right, there's number 2. And then here we got number 3 with the fish. Now the fish is because it's a cruise. So that's why. But I do think that this fabric could be really cool with it because it has that same color blue that's on the background of the fish in this fabric. I'm just going to tear this down a little smaller. Oh, if it'll let me. Oh, it sure did. So it wasn't, taking up so much space on here. And now I think I will also use a bit of coffee stained paper. Maybe. I like the torn edges, little girls, you know me. I don't like it to be really straight. So what if we went like that? Actually, maybe I need to go down here so I can put my phrase down there. Oh, this stick is almost out. like this side is a little more wonky. I'll have that sticking out there. And then this one, it's got similar colors as our little fishy background. Oh, come on. You are sticky. You're not wanting to cooperate. Let me put this here. Come on. And then this guy will go here like this. He's funky looking, but he matches perfectly for the theme, for the cruise. I really need to lob him some, cover him up with some glue so he doesn't disappear on us. He's funny looking. Funny looking fish. I'm going to put him up kind of high so I have this space down here for my words. Funky. You lose that? You lose the paper, Debbie. Well, you have good intentions when you do it, right? She says, I write it down and then I lose it. All right, let's see what color we like here. White. I could actually use something a little bigger. This stay curious is the right, it's like a really good phrase for this, but I don't like the color of that. Discover your passion. Embrace uniqueness. That's true. He's pretty unique. Is this the one that I want? Yep. Perfection. Oops, I dropped him though. A little bit of glue. Perfect. All right. These are really, really simple, right? And it's okay. They're meant to be so what the way that I plan on doing the door prizes on, not all of them, not all of the door prizes, but I have a lot of door prizes that were donated that are just amazing. And my plan is to lay them out, and I'm hoping everybody will get some sort of door prize. So everybody's name will get called at least once, I'm hoping. I have to wait until I get all the rest of the donations. Some people said they'll donate who are going on the cruise, and I'm going to collect those when we get there together. And then I'll be able to do a count of how many door prizes, and then I'll know. I think I should have enough for everybody to get one if everybody follows through. And then if that's the case, my goal is to just lay out some, some of the smaller door prizes and let them choose. Like when their name gets called out, they'll be able to go up to a table and like say, oh, I want this. And I have like magnets and pens and stickers, and I'll have a few books like this, little books like this. So that's my plan. That's my plan, Stan, but I got to get myself there. I got to get myself packed, all the things. It's so exciting. I'm doing a little cleanup here while I finish up. All right, you guys, are you willing to hang out for just a minute here? Because what I would like to do is, like we normally do, I want to raid into somebody else so we can support another seller, creator, whoever it is that we find. So can you just hang out for a minute while I do that? I got to pull this up on here to do it. Aren't they adorable? Thanks, Debbie. I think they're cute too. The little clip is just helping you see it because they want to like spring open, of course, as you can see. So the little clip is just so it'll stay closed so you can actually see it. All right, here we go. Let's find somebody to jump into so that we support another seller. Just stay there for 5 minutes. You don't have to buy anything. Comment, that will help them with the algorithm. So you comment, you can double tap your screen to show them some hearts. And one of the comments that you can give, which also supports me, is by putting a row of chicks like that, like you see in the comments that I just put in. Put a row of chicks in the comments just to say hello, let them know we all came from the same place. And if you really want to support them monetarily, but you don't want to buy anything, if they're giving you something of great value, you can always tip them. Okay, so let's create a raid. Let's see who we can jump on into. Let's find somebody we haven't rated before. Stay Beautiful Designs by Jen. She has 14 viewers. She's doing vintage decor. Let's go support her. How about that? Let's go support her. She'll be thrilled to have 10 people jump into her 14-person show. It almost doubles who's with her and hanging out. So thank you for doing that. If you stay for 5 minutes, it helps her algorithm. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go support her. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Cruise goers, I'll see you in a few days. Get ready with your sunblock.